boys and girls, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing so well. So first of all, in this video I would like to mention that I now have an uploading schedule. I thought it was about time to give you guys a bit of structure, a bit of routine, you know. So I have decided that I am going to be uploading Mondays, Thursdays and Saturdays. Just literally plucked those days out of my head. Monday, Thursday, Saturday, those are the days I'm going to be uploading. So basically all the goddamn time. If 3 times a week does kind of become a little bit too stressful for me, because I mean that's quite demanding, then I will knock it down to 2 days a week. I have loads of content for you guys that I'm really excited to post, and at the moment in lockdown there isn't much else I'm going to be doing, so I think that is manageable for me at the moment. So what day is it? So today is Wednesday, so I will have this video uploaded for you tomorrow. I'm not quite sure when. Click that notification bell just so you know exactly when I upload. I would really appreciate it. If you are new here, hello. Welcome to my channel. And if you are an old subscriber, thank you so much for returning. I really appreciate it. As you can tell by the title of this video, I thought it would be quite nice to put together a bit of a lookbook of hairstyles for short hair. I know a lot of people with short hair struggle with how to style it. They just kind of leave it down, or they'll put it in like a low bun. I really love my short hair. I really do. And just because it's short does not mean that I can't experiment with it. I love having my hair in new styles. So I've put together 5 looks for you guys, including this one. This is the first one I'm going to show you guys how to create. It's going to be more of a voiceover style video, and I don't think I've ever done this style video before, so I really hope you guys like it. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up because I would really appreciate it. It really helps me out on my channel. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay, I think this hairstyle is so sophisticated. So I start off by using some dry shampoo, and I've already got it all over me. Why did I wear black? I use the Batiste Classic one because I don't think there's going to be any other dry shampoo brand that I prefer. So starting off with the style, I just separate 2 front bits of my hair, and then what you're going to do, just as you normally would, just start scraping back your hair into a nice slick ponytail, just gathering it all at the back. Don't worry about the little flyaways at the back, we're going to deal with those in a little bit. And then you're just going to whack it into a bobble and just make sure it's super tight. And then I'm actually going to start back combing my ponytail. This is just to give it a bit of volume. You can do this with like a normal back combing comb, but like you can do it with a brush as well, and it works just the same. Well, from experience. And then you're just going to kind of twist it into a normal bun essentially. And this is where grips are your best friend. Grips will make multiple appearances in this video. You need to use hundreds of them. I just kind of scrunch up the bun and pull little bits out of it just so it's a little bit more messy. Then, like I said, you are going to end up with loads and loads of flyaways. That's totally fine. Just brush them upwards towards the bun and then just add again grips. So many grips. I think this hairstyle is really good for like Zoom meetings or Skype calls, just because it can get really messy because of all the grips that you're putting in the back to get rid of the flyaways. Make sure you add like an entire can of hairspray just to make sure that none of those flyaways are escaping the grips. Then also just make sure to get the cheek flyaways at the side as well. You could quite easily leave it like this, or even just curl the front 2 bits either side of your face. But obviously what I did is I sifted it all over to one side. I got my straighteners, started at the top, and I twisted the straighteners away from my face, only slightly, not too much, otherwise you'll end up with a too tight curl. And then I drag it slowly down the piece of hair until it's in a gorgeous curl. I do brush it through just to make sure the curl isn't too harsh because I like a loose curl, and there you have it. That is this look complete. Okay, so in my opinion, you can't beat a slick bun. I think it's sexy, I think it's sophisticated. It's just the whole package, to be honest. So I start by creating the sharpest side parting you have ever seen in your life, just with a normal wide tooth comb. Then I'm actually going to use some water just to take away a bit of the volume that I added with the dry shampoo, just because I want this to be just nice and flat to my head essentially. You want to start brushing the hair in the direction you want it to sit when you do have it in that bun. So just kind of diagonally backwards and tuck it really tightly behind your ears. Then again with a brush, just make sure you can get it as tight as humanly possible, like to give you a facelift without the surgery, and just tie it in a ponytail at the back. Just twist it into a bun. I know it's difficult because it is quite short, so I do actually add another bobble this time, and then you guessed it, grips, 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 as many as you can possibly find in your house. So if your hair is as short as mine, it's likely that the front two sections won't actually reach the bobble at the back. So you just want to kind of pin them down, hairspray them, and then add a couple of grips behind your ears. I like to use two in like a crisscross section so that they're like interlocked and they ain't coming out. Make sure you're slicking your hair down constantly with your hands like a flat palm, and just run it down your head, and just keep spraying with hairspray to make sure all the flyaways are non-existent. And there you have it. That's your second look, a nice slick low bun. I love this style. This look kind of reminds me of the 20s. Saw it first on Jamie Genevieve's Instagram and she looked absolutely incredible, and I had to try it and I just absolutely love it. I think it's so cute. Again, you want to start off with a side parting, but only really the front portion of your hair. And again, just section off two front bits. With a brush, you just want to sweep the rest of it backwards towards the back of your head. My hair was already quite stiff at this point because of all the hairspray that had previously been in it, so it was staying quite well in this position. But if you've kind of just washed your hair or something, you might want to add hairspray as you go along, just so it stays kind of going in that backwards direction. And then with the front bits, you want to pin it as flat to your head as possible and tuck it behind your ears as tightly as possible, similar to the low bun actually. And then I do the same crisscross grip technique just to make sure that those two pieces of hairs aren't budging whatsoever. Perfect. So it is nice and neat. You just want to use flat fingers just to slick it down, and then obviously add hairspray as usual. You can just always assume that that's, you know, part of a step. Like, I should probably just stop saying it. With the hair that is down at the sides, I just go in with straighteners. So start from about halfway up the hair, I suppose, and then I just twist it outwards about 180 degrees and then pull downwards so it gets this gorgeous, cute little 20s flick at the end. And there you have it. This is the cutest hairstyle that will ever sit on your head, I swear down. I think this hairstyle is quite fun, even though it is quite slick and straight. I mean, everybody loves a high updo, and I love the asymmetry at the front as well. So as per usual, just starting off with a nice slick side parting, but I'm only going to grab one strand from the longer side of the parting, and I'm going to take quite a lot of hair, quite a thick strand. Then with this, you want to rest your thumbs on the area where your ear meets your face, and then you're going to draw a line, gathering the hair all the way up to the crown of your head. Obviously, avoiding that strand, you just want to take a brush to that hair and make sure it's nice and slick back into a ponytail at the top of your head. So now we've seen this a couple of times, we get the gist. You want to slick that strand down to your head, tuck it behind your ear, add some hairspray, and add grips in a cross pattern. This next bit, I think, makes the hairstyle. It's just a lot classier than having a bobble on show. You just want to get the longest piece of hair you can from the ponytail, and you want to wrap it around the bobble a few times just so it's completely hidden, and then you just want to grip it anywhere you can't see it, so behind the ponytail ideally. Similar to the first style, I'm just going to backcomb the ponytail a bit just so it's not quite as flat as the rest of my hair, just to give it a bit of volume. And then as usual, add hairspray to get rid of the flyaways. I do straighten the bottom portion of my hair, but that's only because I had a bit of flick left from the previous style, but that's not necessary unless you do want just a really kind of straight slick style. And that is that look complete. So with this style, I actually don't go into detail about how I do these curls because I do already have a video on my channel about it, and I will link it down below. I love these curls as a style as it is. I could have quite easily left this as it is, just kind of swished to the side, but I did just want to add a little bit more. So contrary to the other styles, this time I'm taking a middle parting, and again, I'm just taking two strands from the front. The same as the last one, I'm using that technique where I draw a line from my ears all the way to the crown of my head, but I'm doing this super messy, not using a brush at all, just kind of grabbing it all and whacking it into a bobble. And clearly just having a bit of a moment there, I don't know either. I basically want this style to look like I've been dragged through a bush backwards, so I do kind of pull out some strands of hair just to make it extra messy, but I do just neaten up the front two bits just to make the curls super defined. So obviously with the half up, half down, this looks super cute. You could quite easily leave it like this, but I thought it would be really cute to just add a bit of like a bell moment, so I just twist it into a bun, add millions of grips as per, and that is the other alternative to this style. Okay guys, that is the final look for this video. I really hope you loved at least one of them, if not all of them. If you try any of these hairstyles, let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. And I will see you guys super soon for another video.